Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Vinyl Talk with Tavis, and I'm Tavis. This video is all about a fantastic meet and greet that I had with a follower of mine on YouTube and Instagram. His name is Chance. Now, this young man lives in St. Louis, Missouri, and he came down to Kansas City on a trip with his son, and he contacted me, and he knew that I lived in Kansas City, and he wanted to get together. And I tell you what, it was a great get together. It was a great meet and greet. I'm so glad that he follows my YouTube channel and my Instagram. He's always commenting, and his wife is great too, and I'll get to that later. His son is awesome too, but we had a chance to meet a few days ago, and he actually treated me to a great lunch at the famous Joe's Barbecue here in Kansas City. And I met his son, and we had an awesome time talking about music and his life and my life and his son and his wife, and it was a marvelous get together. And Chance, if you're watching, I want to thank you so much. It was awesome meeting you, and it was also awesome to receive a VCLT from you that I was not expecting. So we had this great lunch at Joe's Barbecue, and we had great conversation. It was awesome. I mean, the place was packed. If you've not been to Joe's Barbecue, I highly recommend it if you come to Kansas City. That was my first time going there. You know, Kansas City is known for its great barbecue, and so I had never been to Joe's, so I had a ball. I mean, it was the macaroni and cheese was phenomenal. Okay, so we're leaving the place and saying our goodbyes and thank yous, and then he beckons me to his vehicle and says he wants to give me something. Now, I was not expecting this at all. You know, he had already treated me to a great lunch. Then he gives me VCLT, and I want to share with you what those albums are. Now, first, we have Lee Morgan, The Sidewinder. Well, Lee Morgan was 26 at the time of making this album in 1964, and this is brand new, and of course it is a audio vinyl reissue, so I can't wait to share that with you as I unbox it. Then I see that he sent or gave me Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. I learned the hard way. Sharon Jones, she passed away at the age of 60, but I'm not really familiar with Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, but since I've received this VCLT, I have become familiar with her, and that's what makes this vinyl community so special. We learned so much from everyone, all of you in the vinyl community, and all of our followers. I mean, we all have knowledge of different kinds of music, artists, styles of music, whatever. I'm so glad to know that I can depend upon everyone that watches me to give me as much knowledge as I can give you. So this was something that was very new to me, and I vaguely known of Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, but I've never owned any of their music, and I've never listened to it. But I'm gonna unbox this with this video. And I guess the creme de la creme is this, Chance. That's the gentleman's name, if I didn't mention it before. Chance, I was not expecting this. This is, look, people, this is Prince, the Originals. I I am totally thrown aback with this. Chance, I thank you so much. You know what? Let me just go ahead and stop here. People, there's so much going on in the world, and we have all these negative vibes in the world, on the news. Don't let all of that fool you. There are still kind people in the world. I'm going to say it again. There are still kind people in the world. And if you just, how can I say this? There's a song that says, I'm looking for a miracle. Expect the best. Give that energy out. And I tell you, it will come back to you. If you give out positivity, it has to come back to you. And Chance, you have given me some positivity, I tell you what. So let's unbox these great albums. All right, so we have The Sidewinder by Lee Morgan. This was recorded in 1964 on Blue Note Records. And, he was a trumpeter and composer. He also was known for his hard bop style in the 60s. He performed with John Coltrane on the Blue Train album, and this was released again in 1964. So I can't wait to play this on my turntable. Let's see what we have here. This is 180 grams. And of course, we love to look at vinyl, all of our vinyl lovers out there. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? How phenomenal is that? How awesome. I can't wait to play that. So excited. Okay, now we have Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. I Learned the Hard Way, released in 2010. Sharon Jones, she passed away in 2016 at the age of 60. But this fantastic group, I tell you, I've learned so much. Thank you, Chance. I've learned so much. They revived the soul and funk music of the 60s and the 70s, and this album, I've been listening to it on Spotify, and it is phenomenal. I can't wait to get more into Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. So let's unbox it. Let's go ahead and do this thing. Yes, she passed in 2016. And it's just again, it's just great to learn about different artists by way of your followers, and this is just another example of that. Another prime example of learning from others. You're never too old to learn. Oh, what's this? Thank you for your purchase of the Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, I Learned the Hard Way. For free MP3 download of the album, please visit. Okay, I'm gonna visit. Yes, I will. Let's look at this. Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, I Learned the Hard Way. I'm such a lover of the 60s and 70s music, so I look forward to listening to this. Okay, now we have this. I was not expecting this. God is good. There are still great people in the world, and gifts are still given. I had to say it. This is Prince, the Originals. It was released in 2019. Now, I'm no expert. I have to read some things here. This is the background, okay? The songs were written and the demos recorded from the early 1980s to the early 1990s, but a specific emphasis was placed on those recorded between 81 and 85 due to the size of Prince's unreleased archive. So this is the vinyl version. It has songs that he wrote for other artists, such as Sex Shooter. Do y'all know who? You know, I'm not going to say a word because I know who performed Sex Shooter, who performed Jungle Love, who performed Manic Monday, Noon Rendezvous, Makeup, The Glamorous Life. Comment down below. Let me know if you know. If you're a Prince fan, you'll know these things. Oh man, I mean, these are like the demos. So let's unbox this. She wants to lead the glamorous life without love. It ain't much. Bum 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 bum. And I'm having a very hard time opening this up, and I'm not going to edit this. Lord, my heavens. Gifts. This feels like Christmas in the summer. This is beautifully packaged. Beautifully packaged. Oh my God. Is this a thumbnail? Let me see if I can do a thumbnail. Let's see. Let me give a surprise look. Let's see. Let's see. How should I do this thing? I'll look at you. Okay, we go. I'm so crazy. Oh man, I'm almost getting teary-eyed thinking of the time in which Prince first came out. I remember when I was a little boy and my uncle, who he collected cassettes and albums during the early 80s, the late 70s, early 80s. And when he bought just the self-titled album Prince, and it had the song I Want to Be Your Lover, I was like, oh my God, this is such a nasty song. You know, you're just a little boy and you hear, I want to be your lover. I want to be your mother and your sister. I said, mother and your sister too? How can a man be a mother and your sister? You know, my God. You know what? The innocence of childhood. And then you look back and think about how you reacted. Have any of you ever looked back and reminisced on how you reacted to music during your time as a child? You know, and the music these days are just so in your face. I guess this music was in my face too. I guess this is another video. That's another video. The whole reaction to music and the showcasing or releasing through art, sexuality, and the way you feel about another human being. And then you're, as a child, listening to this, and you're growing up and you're going through the hormones and you're going through puberty, and it's just, that's a video within itself, you know. And I think I may do a video about that. I really do. I think I'm going to do a video about that. But right now, let's just open this thing. I've waited too long. I don't know what's in here. My heavens, it looks like a book. Heavens. Wow. Gee, there's a CD too? Look at this, y'all. Okay, look. Heavens to Betsy. This is marvelous. Is that Prince's handwriting? Wow. Let's see. Gigolos Get Lonely too. The Time. Listen, honey, I don't know whose handwriting that is. It could be Prince's. But this is just a showcase. a photo of the lyrics, and that's how it starts. You know, you got to have lyrics. It opens up. Look at all these great things. People, look at that. Look at all that. You have Sheila E. You have the family. I love the family. Oh, can you all see that? I know it's crazy. Let's see what's in here. This is unedited. Well, at least this part. I see a CD in here, but where are the records? Oh, okay, the records are at the top. Okay. Man. And it's this beautiful color. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, Chance. Oh my heavens, how marvelous that is. Oh, how marvelous. I'm, oh man, a booklet. I am getting teary-eyed. I'm getting teary-eyed. Welcome to Prince World by Nelson George. So we have a lot of, I have a lot of reading to do. Let's see how I can show this to my kids, my students, in a very G-rated way. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Wow. This is really something. This is a great Prince fan collectible. This is the family. I mean, that's awesome. This is completely awesome. I am just so, I'm elated. I am elated. Look at that. People, the beautiful colored vinyl. And then you have the CD right here. I'm probably late to the party with regard to the showcasing this, but it wasn't on my radar to get this, but now I'm so excited to have it, and it's all because of Chance. Do I have everything here? This is so beautifully packaged. So well, beautifully packaged. Oh man. This is really, really cool to have. Chance, thank you so much. I don't want this video to run too long. Thank you for the wonderful lunch and the VCLT, which I was not expecting. God bless you. It was great meeting your son, and it was great FaceTiming with your wife. We were in the middle of eating, or maybe we were waiting for our food. I'm not sure. But Chance FaceTimed his wife because she was excited to know that they were having lunch with me, and she was she was a mess. You know, she was fun to talk to, and people were looking at us all around, and I had this teenage boy who was sitting someplace else, and he wasn't eating. And I don't mind telling folks, I don't mind speaking my mind. I said, hey, come over here. And this teenage boy comes. I said, take a picture of me and my friend Chance. And he takes the picture. And then, without me knowing it, he takes a picture of himself. And as I'm looking through the photos that he took, I'm like, who is it? Is that you? And I looked over here, and he was like, yeah, I got a picture of me too. I'm like, you look, these teenagers are a mess. Okay, as always, with music and with fantastic followers, all of my subscribers, I love you so much. Be inspired and stay inspired.